Alright, and welcome back to another No Man's Sky Expedition Guide. I'm a little late to this one. Usually I'm able to upload a video the moment they go live, or at least as quick as I can get a video edited out, but this one jump scared me a little bit. It came out, I wasn't really expecting it, so I'm a couple days late, but here we are. We got Expedition 20 now. This expedition seems to be a bit more of an addition to the last update, where we're going to be going into some new Corvette parts that have been added, some new sort of features around the Corvette ships, and finding like crashed ships in space. So things that add on from the prior Expeditions features. We're going to go over it step by step, and we'll go look at the rewards. So, if we come over to this vendor here, just in the anomaly, the multiplayer hub essentially, collect Expedition rewards. Let's go across to Expedition 20, there we are. So they do it all in like order at the top, you can just scroll between them. But this is 20, so what can we get out of 20? I think it's a bit smaller of an expedition as well, by the way, because I've noticed when I went to go check, it's 3 weeks long. Normally they're about 6 weeks, so it's about half the time, so maybe it's half the time to complete. But we got some posters. These are pretty standard, you get a lot of these when you do an expedition. We got a new trail, and then we got some new parts. They look pretty cool. Very sort of triangular and pointy shapes. A lot of red and black. I assume we can change the colours though. So, Expedition 20 Breach. Select equipment. As always, not totally necessary to add things like this. I always just recommend if you're going to bring anything you want with you, make it fuel, make it things like this. Okay, cool. I'm honestly not going to faff around too much of this. You can bring in loads and loads of cool stuff to help you out. You can access it once you're able to access the anomaly from inside the expedition, but it's never too bad. You never this is never necessary. It's just things to make things quicker and speed up the process. I just recommend bringing the basics, things you need. Honestly, I forgot. I should probably bring carbon. That's it. No more. I recommend you do this from your primary save. You don't have to. You can start a new save, but it just keeps it easier and all stored together, and it means you can give yourself stuff when you're in there. First contact. We've already completed the first mission, and all we've done is spawn. I'm in the floor. So it's still 6 phases, but the 6th phase is always just to complete the other 5 phases. So 5 phases, how easy are they going to be? So locate your starship. We're going to go through all of these real quick, so feel free to skip ahead. Hopefully I timestamp this so you can see where it ends if you don't care. Locate your ship, leave the planet, warp to a new system, reach the first rendezvous. So this is pretty standard for all expeditions pretty much. Acquire a debris rangefinder. Okay, that's probably new. Assemble a Corvette-class starship. Cool, so Corvette assembly. Search the wreckage of a lost Corvette, so that's a new feature. Reach the second rendezvous point. I have no idea what that is. We'll find out, I guess. Destroy asteroids, easy enough. Deploy a submarine, easy enoh. Reach ocean depths, oh, we're going deep swimming again. Collect sea glass, nice. And record an underwater creature over 10 kg, so we're going monster hunting basically on phase 2. Reach the rendezvous point, another horrific cosmic horror thing. Kill biological horrors, adapt an anomalous floating companion. Adopt, sorry, not adapt. Completely explore a derelict freighter, so this is all, again, more monstery stuff. Hungering tendrils, crush a vile grub. Yeah, so fighting ghoulies. Rendezvous point, alien jargon. Collect storm crystals, harvest crystal sulfide, extract radiant shards, visit all the moons of a gas giant, spacewalk into a black hole. Reach the final rendezvous, alien stuff, discover creatures on the final world, gather polished stone, reassemble a complete skeleton. Okay. Catch your first 5 fish. Alien. For now, we'll just get with it. Find our ship. Oh, it's close. I was about to end this video then, but it was right there. Just mine absolutely everything. Do some scanning. I always recommend this in expeditions. Don't rush it. You'll see me rushing it because I'm just trying to get this video out for you guys, but you yourself don't rush it. Scan everything. Just play the game as normal. Any like money and things you earn from doing this will get rewarded back to your main character once you're done. So that's again a reason why you want to do this from your main character. Again, I always recommend collecting the reward because you'll get things out of this that will probably help you for the next thing. So we'll get a starship launch fuel. Okay, so I went mining, got some resources. You'll be thankful to hear a lot of the resources you need are pretty much everywhere and abundant. I haven't had any weather issues either, so just go on a bit of a mining spree. Destroy some plants, destroy some rocks, you should get what you need. Now we're back. I got some resources. These red bushes that were insane. They give oxygen and carbon. I recommend if you see them, go for them. We can now build the Hermetic Seal. Pulse engine, boom, boom. Leave the planet, and then warp to a new system. New technology, we need chromatic metal and a microprocessor. Wow, that's going to be a pain. At least we can refine on our person now, so we don't need that portable refiner anymore. Okay, quartzite acquired. I've just gone on this planet and got to a couple deposits. We should now be able to go to our exosuit, where we can then take the quartzite and begin. Damn, and it makes shit tons. I recommend if you've got a planet with it on it, just honestly take your time and grab a bunch of it because you're probably going to need a lot more. Now we're in space, galaxy map. Oh, very far away. Okay. I was just sitting there wondering if I should farm more of that quartzite. That's a cool looking planet right there. Collect reward. We can go to purple systems now, yippee! So this is just a drive. With some coloured systems, you need a specific drive to be able to go to them. It's a rendezvous point. There you go. Bit of a bug. So usually those markers, just a heads up, they put you in the general area of where you need to be, not exactly where you need to be, and then they expect you to hunt it down with your binoculars, but if you use your eyes while you're in the ship, you can probably just find a building or a structure. That is usually the thing I want you to go to. Okay, and we've unlocked a bunch of recipes. Acquire a debris rangefinder. So, okay, so you don't get it, you get the recipe for it. So that's why we've unlocked all these recipes. We need quantum computer, which is... Oh! Microprocessor again. Okay, so we're going out into space because we need gold and silver. So we just need to go to space, I think. We're getting silver out of this one. Nice. Alright, I'm going to go get some resources and then I'll be back. I've now done some mining around. I found a giant asteroid field. There you go, it's screaming for me to build this. Scan for debris. Corvette ship required. Collect reward. Corvette basic module packs. There you go. So now we'll have what we need to make a Corvette. Create new Corvette. Shove that on top. Finalize current design. We got a refiner unit, powerful frost protection, so we got some upgrades. This. Scan for debris. So I believe you want to go into your pulse drive mode for things like this. Yeah, so you just got to fly around for a bit. There you go. And then you leave. We can probably turn the ship around, go into autopilot mode. So, oh look, can I... Whoa! Well, that's been Expedition 20. Thank you for watching, guys. Rare item found. Log of the fire ship, Arcadia. Recovered log from ship. Advanced mining laser, there we go. That's pretty useful, that's going to help us. Nice, and that's phase 1 complete. We can move on to phase 2. Okay guys, you'll be glad to hear I turned my brain on. And that means I went to the anomaly and got the resources I gathered earlier for it. I think we just dive on down. But I swear you can't. Oh, brilliant. You just dip your toes in. We need to build the thing we already built earlier. As you can see, it's finding. Let's then stop pulsing. There it is again. Oh my god. Brilliant! Snatching up the actual thing we need and then trying to do the other things. Because that just keeps happening. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, thank god. And then we can collect the meteorite one as well. Deploy a submarine. You were... Okay, I think there's a few bugs. There we go. Dihydrogen jelly. Reach ocean depths. I recommend once you've summoned, if you don't think you can find a spot again, to collect it. Because once the Nautilon's on a planet, you should be able to summon it. It looks like we're going deep. I did it! I descended 1,000 U's. Collect sea glass. Okay, so what you want to do is just swim around, and we do need a scan, something that's really heavy. Maybe take your chance here. The last two are here. Cool. I'm trying to forget I'm in the ocean right now. I find this so nightmarish. Yeah, we did it. And then that means we can collect phase 2. So now we need to reach rendezvous point 3. So let's get out of this hell. And these, look at these giant creatures! Oh my god. Alright, so I've just quickly gone round and warped to the next system I need to be in. Alright, we've arrived. And off I go again, I guess. Okay, let's try that again. You don't even have to interact with them, which is nice, I suppose. Oh my god, we gotta build that thing again. Okay. Cool, so I built the rangefinder. We're now gonna look for the ship again. Don't fling me, don't fling me. Collect. Next, kill biological horrors. To destroy some biological horrors, once you come down to the planet that had all the monsters on it and such, you want to look for these whispering eggs. Kill the egg, collect the core if you want, they sell for good nanites I believe, and these are the horrors. Now we've got to kill 16 of them. There we go. Adopt an anomalous floating companion. So to capture this creature, it's requesting I go to a purple star system. Okay, so I've now landed on a planet. The game took me here. I'm hoping one of these things in the air will be able to help me out, so I'm going to throw some food on the floor. Oh! Alright, so will this count? Yeah, we did it. Nice. Completely explore a derelict freighter. This might take a little while. Again, feel no need to rush this at all. But this, this is going to take a while. To be fair, it's not too bad, but they're maybe like half hour, 20 minutes if you're quick. From completing that last mission, we were given an emergency signal scanner. Oh, I made it. Cool. Basically, just look for logs. So loot everything, loot as much as you can. You get loads of loot out of this, and you'll be able to take it back to your main save. So here you go. This is what you want. Turn on the heating units. They'll keep you cool, warm even. And then you're just going to loot everything. Get logs you're looking for. You'll see these computer screens you need to interact with. So I'll see you when I'm done. Yeah, I thought I'd give a bit more help for those who it might be their first time doing derelict freighter. So again, I'm just standing by this so I'm safe when I'm near a heating unit. These are the pods if you get too close to them. Yep, like that. That means you're pissing them off. So if you get too close, they'll pop essentially, and things will come out of them. This is what you want to be turning on. These are just teleporters so you can get around, but we can get records here. Just another quick thing. I realised on the bottom right of my screen it literally tells you what you have to do to complete the derelict freighter. Okay, and there we go. I've just got to the last terminal. All done. And at the end you get these teleporters too. That should take you right back to the beginning. We are purge hungering tendrils. Mistakes were made. I've ended up in a system absolutely miles away from the last rendezvous system, but I'm at a black hole, and I know one of the missions was to fly into a black hole, so... And there we are. No time for caution. Cross the event horizon on foot. Okay, well, while I am on this planet... Alright, this is what we got to do. Let's crush it. Crush. And this is going to spawn a big old boss to fight. There we go. Oh my god, she erupted. And it's complete. There we go. I just wanted to make another quick little stop here to just discuss some issues you guys might encounter. So, with the expedition, when you get to tendrils, this seems to just be a bit of a nightmare. I'm seeing a lot of people struggling to find where to get tendrils. Also, if you have the issue I had, where you went for a random black hole and got stuck in the middle of nowhere, come inside a space station, come up here, on the left-hand side, in that room, there will be a portal, and any of the previous systems you visited, you should be able to teleport to from there. I have it on good orders that the planet we're looking for the tendrils is this one here. Giumph 7. Giumph 7. I believe it's in Rendezvous Point 3. I'm going to go check it out now just to confirm. So I've landed on the planet. I can confirm this is where you want to be. Again, if you get stuck or you can't find your way, go inside a space station. On the left, there'll be a portal in that room. You can then just browse all the players' bases as well. So you could probably, if there's some nice players around you while you're playing, you can probably use their portals to get around to places you need to go if they've made a base. Once you're here, the problem's solved. The problem is finding them. Back on my ship now, I killed the rest of the worms, collect reward, multi-tool slots. We've completed the whole of phase 3. Now we are on phase 4, reach the 4th rendezvous. There it is. There we go. Point reached. Relook at the time lost wreck of a fire ship Arcadia. We need to build the thing again. We need to build the thing again. Please, for the love of God, do not send me flying into space like it has been doing. And off we are. Log recovered. Next, collect storm crystals. I assume there's a planet. It'll probably be the gas planet. I have teleported to someone's base that is on a gas giant with storm crystals. There we go. Easy as that. Now I just got to run around and grab 7 of these, I think. So I've collected the crystals. In case you were wondering what planet I am on, I am a Notsvi. And this is a system. We have the thermal power harvest 8 crystal sulfides. So you get crystal sulfides in water, underground. I've landed on a planet. It won't be probably the same planet you guys are on because the game glitched and sent me for an invisible black hole, so I'm in a completely different system again. Come to a body of water. It doesn't need to be one of those super water bodies. And just have a look out. You can see there's already one there. There you go. So you're coming up to these egg-looking things, and they've got these green crystals on the side. They do explode. They'll start rumbling. You want to get away from them when they start doing that. Yeah, and there's 3 of them on there. Shards collected. Extracting radiant shards. So we now need to go to a dissonant planet, the purple planets. Okay, I found a dissonant planet. The game should guide you towards one. I went onto a space station. On the right-hand side this time, there's a galactic trade terminal. So I'm assuming we can get our wiring loom here. There it is. I have got the crystals. I'm going to collect that now. Visit all the moons of a gas giant. So I've gone back to rendezvous point 3. It's a gas giant. I'm about to land on what I think is the final moon. Nice. We get wings. Nice. To phase 5, pretty much the final phase. Reach the final rendezvous point. Nice, here we are. My brain is fried. This has taken a lot longer than you would have thought. Relocate, time lost, wreck. Oh, I'm gonna do it a final time. We're gonna make the thing one more time. Discover creatures on the final world. So it looks like we're being sent to a final world now to go explore. So I've just gone to Anma Omega. I've scanned all the creatures I needed to scan. Next I'm heading to Apando, because it says it's an icy ruin, and for the next section of the expedition, gather polished stone. I successfully got the polished stone that we needed. I'm going to collect that now. Reassemble a complete skeleton. So now I'm heading to this planet here, Lead Alto 7. It's going to be the case of coming down to the planet, pulling out your visor, scanning for ancient bones, and just getting what you need to build the statue you desire. Just to show you guys what I'm doing, I'm literally just on this planet, I'm using my visor to find the bones, hunting down the bones, and then just building any of them. I don't think you need matching parts or anything. I think you just need to like one of each part to fill out the dinosaur, I guess. Brilliant, good start. I've finally got all bones. I don't even want to talk about it. There we go. Shove that tail on. Package exhibit. Sure. I did it. There we go. Let's collect that so we can get the fishing rod and bait, and then we'll go get some fish. And there we go. We caught our 5 fish. So it looks like for the final part of the expedition, we need to catch the spawn of Arcadia, which is a fish that we need to release, which will then summon the big boss. Oh my god, and we caught it. Release fish. And now I kill this, I guess. There we go. I think. Defeat the Siren of the Deep. We're done! We did it! Yippee! Collect reward, get the Celestial Banner, that's a pretty cool banner, and then we can come to the final phase, and the reward is an Aeron Drive, Aeron Blade, Aeron Winglet plans, Corvette customization. Congratulations traveller, the expedition is complete. Return to the space anomaly to view your rewards and achievements. You're about to find items placed in the terminal will return to your primary save. But the expedition is finished. All the rewards are done. I hope this guide was helpful. It took me a hell of a lot longer than I was expecting. If you liked what you saw and you want to see more content, please like and subscribe. But that's it for Expedition 20. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Bye bye.